Good morning students. In this class we are going to discuss about standard or elementary signals. So standard signal plays a very important role in signals and systems. It serves as a basis function to represent other signals. That is, we can represent other signals in terms of this standard signals, and also we can use the standard signals as testing signals to analyze the systems. So it is very important to know the mathematical and graphical representation of each and every standard signal. Let's see one by one. So these are all the standard signals, that is impulse signal, step signal, ramp signal, parabolic signal, exponential signal, sinusoidal signal, rectangular signal, triangular signal, signum pulse and sync pulse. First, impulse signal. So it's also called as delta function, that is direct delta function. This is a graphical representation of impulse signal, that is the signal occurs only at origin, that is at origin it has amplitude A, except origin its value is 0, that is we can write it as del of t equal to A when t equal to 0, 0 when t not equal to 0. So impulse signal is denoted by del of t. Okay, in discrete it is denoted as del of n. Okay, that is the signal occurs at only origin place. That's why del of t equal to A when t equal to 0 and 0 when t not equal to 0. Okay, and next unit impulse. Okay, mostly in problems we will be having the term called unit impulse. That is, the term unit represents amplitude value is 1, that is A equal to 1. Okay, so we can read it as del of t equal to 1. So instead of A, the amplitude value is 1 here. So 1 when t equal to 0 and 0 when t not equal to 0. Okay, the same impulse signal in terms of discrete. So instead of t we should put n here. So del of n equal to A when n equal to 0. Okay, so in discrete form, so we use n in the time axis and here del of n. Okay, so del of n equal to A when n equal to 0. 0, that is other places it is 0 when n not equal to 0. For unit impulse A equal to 1, so del of n equal to 1 when n equal to 0, 0 when n not equal to 0. Since it is a discrete form, we can also represent in terms of sequence. So we know that in sequence we will be writing only amplitude values. For impulse signal, only at origin its value is 1. So 1 0 0 0, so after 1, so all values are 0. So this arrow mark indicates origin value. So only at origin its value is 1, other places it is 0. So we can write impulse signal like this also in sequence form. Okay, so next signal, step signal. So this is a representation of step signal. This is a graphical representation of step signal, that is it occurs only at positive side. From 0 to infinity its value is A. Throughout 0 to infinity its value is A and the negative side is 0. So we can write it as u of t. Step signal is denoted by u of t. So we must remember this notations. Impulse signal is del of t and step signal is u of t. So u of t equal to A when t greater than or equal to 0, that is 0 to infinite, and 0 when t less than 0, that is for negative side minus infinite to 0 its value is 0. Okay, as same as impulse signal, step signal also we will be mostly using it as unit step, that is A equal to 1. So u of t equal to 1 when t greater than or equal to 0, that is 0 to infinite, 0 when t less than 0. Okay, so same signal we can represent it in discrete form, that is u of n. U of n equal to A when n greater than or equal to 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, its value is a. 0 when n less than 0. Okay, for unit step its value is 1. So u of n equal to 1 when n equal to n greater than or equal to 0. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. and 0 when n less than 0. Okay, so we can represent it in terms of sequence also. That is from 0 to infinite its value is 1. So I am writing as 1, 1, etc. The first one indicates the origin value. So before the 0, that is -1, -2, -3 places, its value is 0. So that's why I didn't write from origin itself its value is 1 till infinity. So 1, 1, etc. This arrow mark indicates origin value. Okay. Next signal, ramp. So this is a graphical representation of ramp signal. That is, it has linear relationship between t and r of t. If you take slope for the at any point in the curve, we will be having constant slope value. Okay, that is r of t equal to at when t greater than or equal to 0, 0 when t less than 0. Okay, so if you substitute t values here, when t equal to 0, it's r of t equal to 0. So first value, and t equal to 1, r of t equal to a. T equal to 2, r of t equal to 2a. T equal to 3, r of t equal to 3a. And t equal to 4, r of t equal to 4a. It goes on like this. Okay, for unit ramp, so we should put a equal to 1. So r of t equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 t less than 0. So instead of a, 2a, 3a here, so we just putting 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay, so here for 0 its value is 0, for t equal to 1, r of t also 1, for t equal to 2, r of t also 2, and t equal to 3, r of t also 3. Okay, so it goes on like this. So in discrete form, r of n equal to an when n greater than or equal to 0, 0 when n less than 0. So same signal, here we are writing it as discrete form. That is, for t equal to 0, its value is 0. For n equal to 1, r of n equal to a. n equal to 2, r of n equal to 2a. n equal to 3, r of n equal to 3a. Like this. For unit ramp, r of n equal to n when n less than greater than or equal to 0, 0 when n less than 0. Okay, so the same signal, when n equal to 0, r of n is also 0, n equal to 1, r of n equal to 1, n equal to 2, r of n equal to 2. So it has linear relationship, so it's etc. So n equal to 4, r of n is also 4. So it goes on like this. So we can also represent it in terms of sequence form, that is at origin its value is 0. So next amplitude values 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So 0, 1, 2, these are all amplitude values. At origin its value is 0. So this arrow indicates the origin value. Okay. And next, parabolic signal. So mathematical equation for parabolic signal is p of t, or it can also represent it as x of t. So one more thing, for impulse and step and ramp we must use for impulse del of t, for step u of t, for ramp signal r of t. Okay, even because in the questions they will be given as r of t. So r of t means we should know that r of t is the ramp signal. So if they give it as u of t, we must know that u of t is the step signal. Okay, so notations are very important. And next, parabolic signal. So p of t, it can also represent as x of t. So p of t equal to a t square by 2 when t greater than or equal to 0, 0 when t less than 0. Okay, for unit parabolic a equal to 1. So p of t equal to t square by 2 when t greater than or equal to 0, 0 when t less than 0. If you substitute t values, first t equal to 0 means p of t also 0. and t equal to 1 means 1 square 1 by 2, that is 0.5, and t equal to 2 means 4 by 2 is 2, and t equal to 3 square 9 by 2 4.5. So this curve goes on like this. So in discrete form, p of n equal to a n square by 2 for n greater than or equal to 0, 0 when n less than 0. For unit parabolic, a equal to 1, so p of n equal to n square by 2 for n greater than or equal to 0, 0 when n less than 0. The same signal, that is for t equal to 0, p of same way here, n equal to 0, p of n is also 0, n equal to 1, p of n equal to 1 by 2, that is 0.5, 1 by 2, and n equal to 2, it's 4 by 2, so 4 by 2 is 2, so for n equal to 2, its value is 2, and n equal to 3, it's 9 by 2, it's 4.5, so for n equal to 3, it's 4.5, so this curve goes on like this. And next, sinusoidal signal. So we have sine and cosine waves. So this is a graphical representation of sine wave, and this is a graphical representation of cosine wave. It is x of t equal to a sine omega t plus phi, where a is the amplitude and omega is the radian frequency and phi is the phase shift. Here also x of t equal to a cos omega t plus phi. A is the amplitude, omega is the radian frequency, and phi is the phase shift. So by observing these signals, we should know that sinusoidal signals are orthogonal to each other. That is, the phase shift between the sine and cosine are 90 degree. This is phi is 0 for sine signal and phi is 9. The signal start, if the signal start from 0 degree means it is a sine wave, and start from 90 degree means it is a cosine wave. Okay, so this is a sampled version of sine wave and this is a sampled version of cosine wave. That is, we are here we'll be plotting it continuously. Here, see, we are representing in terms of samples. Okay, so instead of x of t, here x of n, a sine omega n plus phi, here x of n equal to a cos omega n plus phi. Okay, and next, exponential signal. So first we should know the general equation for complex exponential, that is x of t equal to e power st. We know that s is equal to sigma plus j omega, where sigma is the magnitude and omega is the radian frequency. If you substitute s value here, e power sigma plus j omega into t. So we know that e power a plus b equal to e power a into e power b. So we can write like this, e power sigma t into e power j omega t. So we know that e power j omega t equal to cos omega t plus j sin omega t. This is the Euler's equation. Okay, if you substitute here, x of t will become e power sigma t into cos omega t plus j sin omega t. So expand this equation, e power sigma t into cos omega t plus j into e power sigma t into sin omega t. So this is the real part of x of t and this is the imaginary part of x of t. Okay, so if I put omega equal to 0 in this equation, omega equal to 0 in equation 1, so we will get, if I put omega equal to 0 here, sin 0 equal to 0. So the entire term will be 0. So there is no imaginary part. Okay, so here cos 0 equal to 1. So we will be getting x of t equal to e power sigma t. This is the real exponential signal. Okay, so if we put omega equal to 0, we will be getting real exponential signal, that is x of t equal to e power sigma t. Okay, so let's see how the real exponential signal will be for various sigma values. Okay, that is real exponential signal x of t equal to e power sigma t. Okay, so in continuous, I am be plotting in the continuous form, here in the discrete form. If sigma is greater than 0, that is positive, that 0 to infinite, that is if sigma has positive values, means if we increase the t value, x of t will get increases. Okay, let's see, sigma equal to 1, then it will become x of t equal to e power t. If you put e power, if you put t equal to 0, means e power 0 equal to 1, and then if we increase t values, that is like t equal to 1, 2, 3, etc., x of t also increases. You can check with calculator. If sigma is less than 0, for example, sigma equal to -1, then x of t will become e power minus t. Okay, so if you substitute t equal to 0, e power 0 is 1. If you increase t value, that is, it will become e power -1, e power -2, e power -3. Then x of t value become reduces. Okay, these values you can check with the calculators. Okay, so for real exponential signal, sigma is greater than 0, then it will become growing exponential, that is x of t will be exponentially growing. If sigma is less than 0, then it will be decaying, that is exponentially decaying signal. The same signal here I am expressing in terms of samples, that is x of n equal to e power sigma n. Okay, this is growing exponential for, that is for sigma greater than 0, it is growing exponential. When sigma less than 0, it is decaying exponential. Okay, if omega not equal to 0, we will be having imaginary part also. Okay, so here only magnitude value, here same function, that is when sigma is greater than 0, it's growing exponential. When sigma is less than 0, it's decaying exponential. But with the frequency omega, it is going to be growing exponential and decaying exponential. That's the only difference. When it is a real exponential signal, we will be having only magnitude value. Okay, so if we have omega not equal to 0, that is it has some frequency omega, means it's going to the same. Sigma is greater than 0 means it is growing exponential. Sigma less than 0 means it's a decaying exponential, but the only difference is with the frequency omega. Okay, so if omega not equal to 0 means it will be same equation, that is x of t equal to e power sigma t cos omega t plus j sin omega t. Okay, if sigma greater than 0, it will be growing exponential. Sigma less than 0 will be decaying exponential. Okay, since it's having sinusoidal functions, here we having sinusoidal signals. Okay, so same signal here I am representing in terms of samples. X of n equal to e power sigma n cos omega n plus j sin omega n. This is for growing exponential. Sigma greater than 0, here sigma less than 0, decaying exponential. Okay, and next, rectangular pulse signal. Okay, so rectangular pulse signal, first we will see the generalized form, that is it is denoted by rect of t by t, RECT, rect of t by t. Here this t represents continuous form and this t, capital T, represents time duration. Okay, so rect of t by t equal to A is the amplitude A for minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, 0 otherwise. That is, we can represent like this. For minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, this value is A. So outside of this boundary, its value is 0. Okay, that is the rectangular pulse of amplitude A with duration t. So from minus t by 2 to 0, its t by 2 duration, and 0 to t by 2 it's t by 2 duration. So totally t by 2 plus t by 2 t duration. Okay, if you substitute a equal to 1 and t equal to 1 in this equation, we will be getting 1 for minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2. Okay, this is what I am writing here. Rect of t equal to, that is capital T is 1, so I simply rect of t, and a equal to 1 duration, here t equal to 1, so minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2, 0 otherwise. Okay, this is rectangular pulse of unit amplitude. Unit means 1, unit amplitude and unit duration. So totally duration is 1. So minus 1 by 2 to 0 it's 1 by 2 duration, and 0 to 1 by 2 it's 1 by 2 duration. Totally 1, t equal to 1. Okay, so the signal is called as unit pulse. Okay, so this is a generalized rectangular signal, that is rect of t by t equal to a for minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, 0 otherwise. So this is a graphical representation, minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. So amplitude value is a, and rest of the place value is 0. Okay, so for unit pulse, rect of t equal to 1 for minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2, 0 otherwise. This is the graphical representation. Okay, next, triangular signal. So this is a graphical representation of triangular signal, that is minus t by 2 to 0 is linearly increasing, and 0 to t by 2 it's linearly decreasing. Okay, so mathematical equation for this triangular pulse is tri of t, it's denoted by tri, or we can also write it as x of t. 2a by t into t plus t by 2 for minus t by 2 to 0. Minus t by 2 to 0. For this duration, its value is minus plus 2a by t into t plus t by 2. Okay. For 0 to t by 2, it's minus 2a by t into t minus t by 2. Okay. So, I will explain how this expression came for this triangular pulse after teaching basic operations on signals, because here we will be having signal shifting, that is time shifting, and time scaling, also time reversal and amplitude scaling. So all the operations are here. So after knowing the basic operations on signals only, we can able to understand how this expression came for this signal. Okay, so as of now you just remember the graphical representation of triangular pulse and also its expression. Okay, and next, signum pulse. So signum pulse is the best example for odd function, that is so odd function means even after changing the signal for positive and negative side, signal should remain same, that is x of t equal to x of minus t means it is a even signal. So x of t equal to minus x of minus t means it's a odd signal. Okay, so this also we are going to cover in classification of signals topic. This is one of the best example for odd signal. Okay, that is, it's a graphical representation of signum function. The notation for signum function is SGN. SGN. It's a signum pulse, that is for 0 to infinite its value is 1. For minus infinite to 0 its value is minus 1. Okay, that is signum of t equal to plus 1 for t greater than 0 and minus 1 for t less than 0. This is a signum pulse. Okay, and last, sync pulse. Okay, that is sync, SINC, sync of t. It is denoted by sync of t equal to sin t by t for minus infinite to plus infinite. Okay, this is a graphical representation of signal. Okay, only at origin value it has maximum amplitude. So after increasing the t values or decreasing the t values, amplitude values also getting decayed. Okay, only at origin it has maximum value. This is the graphical representation of sync pulse and the mathematical equation of sync pulse. Okay, so these are all the basic or elementary or standard signals. Okay, so in the exam if they ask write the mathematical and graphical representation of elementary signals means, so we should write all the signals with neat graphical representation and mathematical equation. If they mentioned in the question, that is we should write it in discrete form, means we should write it in the discrete form. If they given generally, means we can use any one of the form. So we must see the marks for the question. So if it is only for 6 marks or 4 marks, you use only any one of the form, that is either continuous or discrete form. If it is for 8 marks or 10 marks, you should write for both the continuous and discrete form. Or if they mentioned only in any one of the form, that is continuous or discrete, means you write only the particular form. Okay, so if you have any other doubts, mention. Okay, thank you.